Welcome, Leo, to your weekly reading. This is for the 6th to the 13th of October. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Leo, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We'll then move on to see your unexpected blessing coming through. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Leo, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with 5 of Swords and King of Swords, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, Leo, this is a positive message, because what I am seeing with 5 of Swords is that you are coming out of a challenging time, something that you've been working on with all your might. And this could have been anything, but it has not been easy going. 5 of Swords speaks to me of the energy of one day you're up and one day you're down, taking 1 step forward and taking 2 steps back. Leo, this could be that you have been working really hard on a particular relationship in your life. This could be with your significant other, with one of your in-laws. It could be with one of your family members, but it has not been easy going. The relationship was filled with a lot of tension. Perhaps there were arguments, not seeing eye to eye, difference of opinions, and you gave it all you got. You didn't want to give up on the relationship. Leo, this could be that you've been struggling in some area of your life. Perhaps you're going through financial difficulties, or you're really unhappy where you're living. And once again, with 5 of Swords, we see that it was a battle for you to get to the point of where you want to be. The good news is, my dear Leo, the battle is over. You are presenting under this message as King of Swords. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine, it's the energy of King of Swords I'm speaking about. And what I'm seeing most of all is how much you have learnt and how much you have grown from this experience. And Leo, like I said, it could be anything, but you're taking everything you have learnt out of the situation and you're moving on. You're in a position of strength. You're in a position of power. You now have a strong, focused outlook to life. You know your path forward and you feel very empowered about what you have just accomplished. Let's move on and see what your possible challenges are. And we've got the Sun and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, Leo, this too looks like a very positive change coming in. Knight of Pentacles is speaking to me about something going on in your life that has been very slow moving. It could be that you've been looking for a new apartment and you just can't seem to find what you're looking for. It could be that you're looking for a job, my dear Leos, or you're dating and trying to meet somebody significant. Knight of Pentacles just tells me that you're in the game, you're doing your best, but things are going so slowly. This week, with the Sun coming in, what we do see is a positive change. So what this tells me, my dearest Leos, that even though it has been so slow in getting to where you want to be, this week you make the positive breakthrough. The Sun is telling me that no matter how long this has been going on for, and how long you have been thinking, oh my gosh, is it ever going to happen? Am I ever going to find a good job? Am I ever going to find the right apartment? This week, out of the blue, my dearest Leos, with the Sun coming through, the right opportunity, the right person appears at the right time. Things are about to look up for you And I do feel with the sun here, you're going to get what you have been striving for. So you can anticipate, if you've been looking for a romantic partner, going on a really good date this week. If you have been looking for that apartment, Leo, there is great possibility that out of the blue, an apartment comes up, either somebody tells you about it or you see it online, you go look at it and it ticks off all your boxes. It's your dream home. So we are seeing a wonderful turnabout. That being said, I do not foresee any big challenges coming through for you this week. Let's move on now and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we have 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Now, Leo, Spirit has a very interesting message for you. They want you to know that this week, 2 very distinct options are coming up for you. And both of these options or choices, whatever this is, are able to take you into 9 of Pentacles. So basically, my dear Leos, whatever you choose here, you can't go wrong, because the outcome is 9 of Pentacles, which speaks to us of abundance and prosperity, of being in a place, Leo, where most of us strive to be. It's about being independent. It's about feeling as though our needs are taken care of. It's about being in control of our lives, that we decide where, when, and how. Now, these 2 options coming through, of course, are going to be personal to you. If you have been looking for a job, Leo, I do see that 2 viable options are going to be coming up for you. And you don't need to stress, because whatever you choose will be the right decision and take you into 9 of Pentacles. Same if you're looking for that apartment. Perhaps 2 fantastic apartments come up and they are both wonderful and you're having a difficult time choosing. Remember, my dear Leos, don't stress, don't get anxious, because whatever you choose, you are going to be in your 9 of Pentacles, feeling as though you've made the right decision, you feel good where you are, you feel as though you've done the right thing at the right time. Now let us move on and see what your unexpected blessing is that is coming through this week. Now, Leo, you have a lovely unexpected blessing, because your blessing is coming through with regards to some relationship in your life. Now, this could be an existing relationship, or it could be somebody new coming in. Whatever it is a divinely blessed relationship, and it could be any relationship. This could be your significant other or a new romantic partner that appears this week. This could speak to us of a very close friend or a new friend you make this week. This could be your boss or a new person that you interview with this week. Whatever it is, we know that this relationship is blessed and it holds a lot of potential. Now, the person we see coming through is being presented by King of Cups. So we know that this person is just as strong as you. They are emotionally very mature. They have a great sense of their own emotions and feelings, and they are very aware of the people around them. My dear Leos, this is somebody I feel you can trust. They are somebody who is going to take your feelings into consideration. You can speak to them about sensitive issues. They are not judgmental. This is somebody, Leo, who sees you for who you are and appreciates you and respects you. Now, the unexpected blessing is, whatever the relationship is, we see something quite wonderful happening in terms of this relationship expanding and growing in some way. So if this is that date you go on for the first time this week with King of Cups, my dear Leos, this could be the beginning of a really important romantic relationship. If this is somebody you interview with this week, This could be the start of a wonderful new career. If King of Cups is your boss, with this energy coming through, they could offer you something like a promotion or a relocation or something this week that you feel that this is now growing and expanding. It's very positive, and I do feel it's going to give you a lot of joy. Right, now let's move on and see what the possible outcome of the week is. And we have Three of Swords and the Star. Now, Leo, this Three of Swords, I feel for most of you, is connected to the Five of Swords. And remember, this was that struggle of Five of Swords to get to where you're going. Three of Swords is coming through, letting me know that some of my Leos could still be carrying this week some kind of renaissance or vibration of what happened here. And that is completely understandable. When we go through a tough time, whether we have to stand our ground with our family members, our significant others, or our friends, and we have been striving and battling and persevering, it takes its toll, and many of you could have been hurt by what was said and done. But as this week progresses, and as we see all this incredible, wonderful energy coming through for you, by the end of the week, my dear Leos, this Three of Swords just fades gently into the background, because what we see is by the end of the week, you are feeling so blessed, so lucky, and so full of gratitude that any leftover feeling of sadness, depletion, and regret doesn't exist. You are looking at all these wonderful blessings that we saw coming through for you throughout the week. And you are so grateful to be where you are and to have been able to close down and step away finally from Five of Swords. Right, let's move on now and get a message from your guides for this week. So we just want to see what Leo's guides would like to share with them, please. New beginnings. Number 11, Divine Father. Leo, whenever we see the number 11, we know that energy is gaining momentum and your vibration is rising. Divine Father is coming in and opening up a new door for you. And as you step through that new door, as you can see, we have these stars here, you are going to feel blessings coming in. And we saw that with all the stars in our star card. Leo, I do feel that as soon as this releases for you, and I know that this will release with it as well, you are almost entering into an incredibly auspicious, gentle, and blessed period. You are going to find that things pick up for you. You're going to feel good about yourself, about your decisions and your directions, and you're going to find that people are very open and receptive to you, and you are receiving a lot of love and encouragement and guidance from the people around you. These new beginnings are going to touch different areas of your life, but ultimately, my dear Leos, you are going to feel like the star you are. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I'm sending you all so much love.